This is Travis, and welcome to Drunk Talk. Stay sober, my friends.
What's going on, brothers and sisters? Travis coming back at you with another round of Drunk Talk. Excuses are for failures. Those of us that have quit for a long period of time have given up on all excuses when it comes to alcohol. We become really real with oneself, almost just very critical of the situation when it comes to alcohol. If you're continuously falling off the wagon and coming up with these glorious excuses to why that's taking place, you're never going to be able to quit. You have to be really real with yourself on why you continuously fail. What's making you fail? Why are you accepting failure as an option? I mean, alcohol and alcoholism is a very serious topic. It's something that your life is actually, on the line for the most part. For those of us that are quitting, are facing, serious consequences when it comes to alcohol. It could just take one time, for you to, get into a car, run into somebody, end up in prison. Or, there's a million things that can happen when you're drinking and you're to the point where you're blacking out and things like that. But the point that I'm trying to make in this particular video is that, patting yourself on the back for doing 30 days or 60 days, you shouldn't be looking for, reasons to drink. And that's basically what you're doing. You're like, oh, I did 30 days. Yay. Pat yourself on the back. You should be really looking at yourself and figuring out why you did that. Not saying, oh, great, I've only drank twice in the last 3 months. That just makes you a casual drinker. And what happened the last time you were a casual drinker? What'd that lead to? Quitting alcohol is it's about facing oneself and, looking yourself in the mirror and battling your own demons and not giving yourself an excuse to drink. Alcohol should be dead to you. You shouldn't be gripping on to the weekend saying, oh, I hope I can just bite through this one and get through this weekend. It's like, this weekend, good, bad, ugly, alcohol's not even in the picture. Your whole family could be murdered and alcohol wouldn't be an option. That's how you have to come to terms with this battle of addiction that you're facing. That when you make the decision to quit, you're taking addiction and you're shooting it in the face. And it's dead. It's no longer an option to you ever. How you're feeling is irrelevant. And that's the only way you're going to quit, is being just extremely, painfully honest with yourself. And, I understand people that go through loneliness, people go through a million different things. Me in particular, I'm an introvert. I tend to box myself in from society. But I tend to occupy my time with other things. I don't have to be just sitting on the couch clicking through the TV or clicking through YouTube videos. Ironic as that is. I do things by myself that occupy my time, so I'm not just sitting there twiddling my thumbs. And it's like, well, what do I do? There's a million things. Start a business, play in an extracurricular sport, go fishing, hunting, whatever. There's a million things you can do to occupy your time besides sitting there watching a television or feeling sorry for yourself. I understand. I don't have kids. Parents with kids, they have the kids, they can take them to baseball, whatever, but you're just Being lonely is just an excuse. It's just like everything else, and it's an excuse to fail. You have to find the reason why you're doing it. And stop giving yourself a reason to start drinking again. I mean, I'm not your guru. If you start drinking, it's not going to affect my life in any way. I'm just trying to be honest with you and the state of mind that you need to be in order to quit. If I start drinking today, it's going to affect your life in no way. So I can be all rah rah shish kumbah all the time, but let's be honest with oneself. Our lives do not intermix. So when you fail, it's on you. You're the only one that faces the consequences. I don't face anything. I fail, you face no consequences. It's vice versa. So help yourself. Learn how to live a life without alcohol. Let the alcohol die. Be a stronger person. Well, it's like I try as hard as I can. You're holding on to something. Ask yourself why you're holding on to it. Whether it be the alcohol, whether it be anxiety, whether it be loneliness, whatever it may be, you have to address the issue head on without the alcohol. Something's leading you to drink. What is it? I say it over and over. Get comfortable with yourself. And until you do that, you're going to look for an excuse to drink every time. And then you're going to cheer yourself on when you do 30, when you do 60. In the big spectrum of things, that's a drop in the bucket. It means nothing to nobody. The only one you're failing is yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself why, and address that issue head on. Until next time, people, much love and peace out.